From settling long-standing issues that have beleaguered the public, the Department of Transportation now works to transport the Filipino from the present to the future, bringing the Philippines closer to the golden age of infrastructure. Airports, railway systems, land terminals, and seaports have been built, reborn, and developed. Our current leadership under the Duterte administration and Secretary Arthur Tugade are tirelessly working hard to gain back the reputation and the trust in solving long-time problems in the transportation industry. Before, NAIA used to be one of the world's worst airports. In just 2 years, it was awarded and recognized as one of the most improved airports in the world. NAIA Terminal 1 has new glass aero bridges and 2 rapid exit taxiways. NAIA Terminal 2 is undergoing renovations. Before, airports used to be plagued with cases of laglag bala and bukas bagahe. These incidents have significantly decreased with new guidelines and a policy for zero tolerance for harassment and extortion of passengers. Before, Clark International Airport used to be an overlooked and underutilized airport. Today, it reaches new heights as more and more flights are offered. 2.5 million passengers have been recorded in 2018, making this the highest volume of passengers to date. Clark Airport is now one of the busiest airports in the country with 524 domestic flights and 222 international flights weekly. Before, the train systems have been a major pain for commuters with their lack of coaches, repeated breakdowns, and passenger overflows. Now, unloading incidents and service interruptions are significantly reduced. The long-awaited overhaul and rehabilitation of the MRT-3 has already started. In May, Sumitomo Corporation, Mitsubishi Heavy Industries, and TES Philippines took over the rehabilitation and maintenance of the rail line. The Philippine National Railways has also reopened its train service from Caloocan to De La Rosa in Makati and extended it with the opening of the Sangandaan station. The PNR also extended rail services to the city of Malabon with the opening of the Governor Pascual station. Before, the dream to interconnect the major rail lines has been stalled for 9 years. The Common Station has started construction and will connect the 4 major rail lines together. Before, Republikang Walang Plaka. Now, LTO manufactures its own license plates. 1.7 million pairs of plates have been distributed nationwide. Before, no driver's license cards and only paper receipts were distributed. Now completely addressed, over 10 million licenses have been printed, all with 5-year validity and 32 security features against counterfeit. Before, from what started as just 2 routes for P2P buses in 2015, the premium point-to-point buses now have 37 routes and cover provincial routes. Before, the long outstanding balance of Philippine Airlines. This has finally been settled with the DOTR. Before, fixers and long lines with manual transactions have always been the impression for frontline agencies. Now, platforms for online transactions have been launched. Before, for more than a decade, there was no direct shipping route from Davao to Manila. In 2018, the route has been re-established. Before, the Philippine Coast Guard was decades behind in resources and equipment. Now, the PCG has acquired fast patrol boats, multi-role response vessels, plus a rigid-hull inflatable boat. A boost of 560 lighthouses are now operational, and the target this 2019 is to add over 20 more. These are what we have done, closing a chapter of long-standing issues for the Filipino people. And we are about to do more. Ushering in the golden age of infrastructure, the DOTR continues to build transportation infrastructure in the aviation, railways, roads, and maritime sectors. The DOTR also established major policies and initiatives across the transportation industry that delivered key changes, partnerships, and agreements for the country's growth and modernization. The DOTR's aviation and airport sector opens up more gateways as it develops existing ones. The DOTR has successfully inaugurated the country's first eco-airport. The Bohol Panglao International Airport is hailed as the green gateway to the world. The Mactan Cebu International Airport's new terminal building has also been inaugurated. This accommodates 8 million more passengers annually, further boosting the nation's second-largest airport. Across the country, airports are being constructed, expanded, and improved. Maasim Airport gets a new passenger terminal building. The construction of Clark Airport's new terminal building is underway. Tacloban, Tuguegarao, and Virac airports have all been expanded. San Vicente Airport's been improved and now caters to commercial flights. Marinduque Airport's new passenger terminal building has been finished. The PTB of Camiguin and Ormoc airports are also ready for inauguration. Meanwhile, the runway extension project for Vigan Airport broke ground in April. Its PTB expansion is also in the works. Development projects are also slated for the airports in Lawag, Baler, and Antique. Interconnectivity between provinces is pushed for as more airports are underway. After 11 years of promises, the Bicol International Airport has finally begun construction, and it's more than halfway complete. A new airport will also be built in Bukidnon. The rehabilitation of the NAIA terminals is given a span of 2 to 4 years. Airports in Bulacan and Sangli will likewise be developed. 21 commercial airports now have night flight capabilities. The DOTR believes in developing terminals that are comfortable, safe, and easily accessible to the riding public. The Parañaque Integrated Terminal Exchange has opened to the public and is hailed as the country's first land port with world-class features. The Taguig City Integrated Terminal Exchange project has already started construction and aims to improve the traffic flow along various parts of Metro Manila. The North Integrated Terminal Exchange will soon rise, offering further connectivity. The DOTR also sat down with private partners to remove around 12.5 billion pesos in grantors payments for the ITX projects in Taguig and Parañaque. The PUV modernization program delivers comfortable, safe, and environment-friendly public utility vehicles to commuters. Taking a step further for the environment, DOTR has deployed eco-friendly vehicles in Boracay. The DOTR and TESDA are also working to provide livelihood programs for drivers and operators who may be affected by the PUVMP, including those who opt to voluntarily exit the industry. Meanwhile, skills trainings are available for those who want to continue, as well as for incoming drivers and operators. The Interagency Council for Traffic, or IACT, has effectively flagged old PUVs that don't conform to safety and environmental guidelines with the successful campaigns. Railroading change. An efficient railway system is no longer just a distant dream for the Filipino. Under the Duterte administration's Build, Build, Build program, the Philippines will have a total of 1,900 kilometers of railways from what is currently just 77. These projects are across Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. The Metro Manila subway broke ground in February 2019. Partial operations will run in select stations by 2022. By 2025, it will be fully operational and reach NAIA. Construction of the North-South Commuter Railway Project, which will connect Pampanga, Bulacan, Metro Manila, and Laguna, is set to go full steam. PNR Clark Phase 1 has commenced full construction, while Phase 2 will begin construction this year. Target completion is 2022. The construction of the MRT-7 is in full swing. The Bicol Express, or PNR Bicol, has been resurrected and signed. The LRT-1 Kavita Extension Project started actual construction in May. In the east, the LRT-2 Masinag Extension is 60% complete. The Mindanao Railway is the first in Mindanao, with 8 stations connecting Tagum, Davao, and Digos. Long-term solutions have been planned and signed to fix MRT-3. The 18 billion loan covers the rehabilitation and maintenance of the train line and all of its components. Sumitomo Corporation and Mitsubishi Heavy Industries return as the MRT-3's maintenance provider. Test deployment of the new Dalian trains has also started last year. After its restoration, the MRT-3 will increase its operating train sets for peak hours, double its speed, and cut the waiting time in half. The DOTR believes that the Filipino deserve only the best, with the best negotiations and deals done for the government and its people. The North Rail project has been given at zero cost to the local government. It has been estimated that this saved the government $100 million or 5 billion pesos. Demolition of posts built along the old alignment is ongoing. MRT-3's Dalian trains have also been modified at zero cost to the government. Across the Philippines, massive improvements have been made in the country's seaports, its facilities, and agencies. Together with the PPA, the DOTR has completed 200 commercial and social and tourism ports targeted to bring convenience to everyone. Ports, as well as passenger terminals, are nearly finished and rolled out. Malalag Port in Davao del Sur is 94% completed with ongoing construction. The rehabilitation of the Makar Wharf and the construction of its port operations building in General Santos City are now finished. Cagayan de Oro is nearly done at 95.21%. Sasa Port's new PTB was inaugurated in 2018 and is now providing comfort and convenience to its passengers. After being damaged by an earthquake in 2013, serious repairs have been given to Tubigon Port. In just 9 months, the renovation was completed. The country's first barge terminal, or the Kavita Gateway Terminal, opened in 2018, decongesting roads by moving cargo and people through waterways instead. To strengthen the maritime industry, the Marina has submitted its proof of compliance with the European Maritime Safety Agency, or EMSA. This aims to improve the country's maritime performance, education, training, and certification system with Filipino seafarers. The PCG continues to exert maximum effort in protecting the Philippine seas through capability enhancement, regular maritime patrol, law enforcement collaboration, search and rescue, and evacuations. It also established maritime safety mechanisms and is working on infrastructure developments. For fiscal performance, 3 agencies under the Department of Transportation remain among the government-owned and controlled corporations with the highest dividends remitted to the country's coffers in 2018. These are the Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines, the Philippine Ports Authority, and the Manila International Airports Authority. The DOTR is confident in getting things done without any taint of corruption. The department has been consistent with its commitment to promote transparency and eradicate corrupt and abusive practices in all levels. Secretary Tugade has ordered the filing of the cases against corrupt officers and employees. In pursuit of transparency, the live streaming of bidding processes for 173 DOTR projects have been shared in DOTR's Facebook account. For quality management of procurement processes through public bidding, the DOTR has received an ISO certification. The DOTR also engages with the public to listen, respond, and solve problems. The DOTR boasts of having one of the highest social media engagements across all government agencies, with constant engagement and timely responses. For 2 consecutive years, the Department of Transportation has been recognized as one of the top performing and requested agencies in the Freedom of Information Awards. 2018 proved what DOTR can achieve With our commitment to good governance and a strong pursuit of our country's goals, united to serve the people, the Department of Transportation will continue to bridge the archipelago and its people closer together.